Hey everyone, welcome to our show here. It's called New Comic Book Day. Why? Right? Like, why do we even need new comics anymore? I mean, come on, give me a break. That's my attitude right now sometimes. But I still love comics. I just get burnt out on the new ones. Will here reads new comics as they come out, man, and he just absorbs the stories and loves them, right, Will?
Oh, I love, yeah, just something about keeping up with the modern or the current events of superheroes and your favorite characters. That just it's just a good time.
Yeah, for me, it's like I want to just go back and I just want to read all the stuff I missed and just stick with that original continuity. But anyway, we normally kick this off with you going over some of the brand new, because it is the new comic book day and stuff that you've picked up. And so, if you want to do that, we could totally do that.
Yeah, let's do a few. All right, so away we go. All right, we have some series that I can't even really talk about yet because they're just number one. So we have X Factor number one.
Hey,
Krakoa. We're done with Krakoa.
They're using the original the original trade dress, right?
Yeah, that logo, that original X Factor logo.
Yep.
Yeah, this is cover A. From the ashes, a new beginning. So.
Yep. As you know, I shout out the chat in between breaths. It's sometimes it's annoying, but yo, Easy Comic Reader in the house, man. Thanks for. Oh, I gotta call you, bro. I'm gonna call you soon, my friend.
What's up, Easy?
Yeah, dude.
All right, so let's see who's Mark Russell and Bob Quinn on this book. So let's see. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh, looks like we got Quinjet in there. Whatever it is.
Greetings, Lead Paint. Greeting, Heath Hoxie. You guys, thanks for stopping by.
What else we got here? Oh, this is an advertisement for Deadpool and Wolverine. Do yourself a favor. If you're a Marvel fan, go see it.
I haven't even seen it yet, man. I'm going to bring my mom, I think,
Nice. All right. And from what I understand, there are a couple of New Mutants that appear in this book. But I feel like every other book that comes out in modern times has a new character. Not that I'm bashing it. I'm just saying a lot of new characters these days.
Yeah. I am Onifus. What up, dude? Hello, guys. Hello back at you. Appreciate you being here. Sorry if I hacked your username.
All right, let's take a look
at it. Right, dude?
All right. Next book. X-Men number 2. So this is Jed MacKay. Jed MacKay these days kind of is I guess Marvel's like A-list guy. So
cool.
It's got some X-Men. Looks like we got Stylock and Cyclops on the cover. This is a Ryan Stegman cover. So pretty good team of Jed MacKay and Ryan Stegman on this book.
Oh, I am one of us, according to Triple C. I get it now, buddy. I am one of us.
One of us. Ah. Yeah. There you go with some Juggernaut action. Juggernaut part of the X-Men in this book.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Are you gonna read? You're gonna read this soon, right?
Juggernaut. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, honestly, I didn't even get to read issue 1 yet. I've been on like a lot of traveling.
Sure, you've been busy lately.
I have. So I'm looking forward to kind of delving into the new X-Men. Here you got Magneto and Beast. And yeah, I don't know who that is. We got Cyclops all standing over somebody in the bed.
Magneto, Beast. Is that the Professor?
Looks like It's Cyclops. He's wearing he's got the visor on.
Almost
So,
looks female.
Yeah, Cyclops on that side. And then I guess in the bed, I'm not sure who's in the bed.
The Great Legend Show. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Awesome.
And then there is the final part of weapon extraction is in here, part 8 of 8. So they took like 8 different comic books and put this Wolverine Deadpool story into like 8 different books. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if I enjoy it or if I
What do you mean? What do you mean? How did they break apart the story?
So if you wanted to completely read this weapon extraction story,
yeah,
it's a B story or bonus. So in order to read it, you had to buy 8 different comic books. So and it wasn't just X-Men titled books. I believe it was like Captain America book and a Hulk book.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So if you wanted to completely read it, I'm sure they'll collect it and make it a 1-issue book as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you have like the Marvel Unlimited app, they'll probably put it on there. But basically, to finish that book, you had to buy 8 different comics. And, not everybody reads all the same things. So was it a good marketing ploy? Maybe with the movie coming out.
Right.
To get everybody to try a little bit of, all the different Marvel books.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about it, but that's cool. All right. Here we go. This is Ultimates, the Ultimates number 3. This is cover B. This is Lee and Yuk. And this is the first appearance of the She-Hulk in the Ultimates books, in the Ultimate
Oh,
Universe.
yeah.
So this is, like I said, cover B, because when I got to the store, cover A was already sold out.
Okay.
But this is
the first cover appearance?
Yeah, she's also on cover A, but this cover B is the first like solo. Like I think on cover A, forgetting who's on cover A, but she shares the cover on cover A. So, but this is definitely first cover and first appearance, in this Ultimates universe of the She-Hulk.
What up, Nothing? Thanks for being here, buddy.
And it looks like the She-Hulk is, I believe this was the cover A. So it's on the interior page here.
Okay.
So this was what you would have got if you got the A cover.
That's Ultimates?
Yeah, this is the Ultimate Universe.
No, I mean the title itself.
Oh, yeah, this is the Ultimates.
And that's Dennis Camp, who I like, but the art I didn't really care for, so I haven't been following it.
Got it. Yeah, Juan for Gary.
It's probably a personal thing. I've been getting more into the older comics, and I want to spend more time with that. I think, just got after 18 years or something of reading modern comics, I'm kind of done. But it's good to have you here, Will, informing me what's happening. I have a box I could open. I got some new comics that came in from last month,
Nice.
Maybe I should open it up.
Yeah, we can switch over for a while, but it does look like this version of She-Hulk is Hawaiian in nature.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Different universe, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like there was an explosion of gamma radiation out of a possible volcano, which kind of turned the island that the She-Hulk is from, puts all these mutations, if you will.
Uh-huh.
So you see there's like a giant head in a wheelchair. This dude just has no skin on the side.
Huh.
Not really focusing in, but yeah, it's there's some weird creatures. And my thinking is that this She-Hulk will be joining the Ultimates.
Yeah.
This book does have like some time travel elements to it.
Do you like how it's written?
So far so good.
You read the first 2 yet, or were you on vacation? You didn't read it yet?
I read the first 2.
Okay.
So the first one is kind of introduction to the team and kind of sets up the premise of the book. They're trying to create as many superheroes as possible before the Maker. The Maker is kind of imprisoned right now. Before the Maker,
Yeah, I
comes
read
out.
that one. That was in Ultimate Universe or something like that.
Yeah. And then issue 2 presented a villain. I'm forgetting his name at the moment. It was like Gold something or other. Basically, it was a golden version of the Iron Man, but it was like there's so much stuff happening. Basically, it was just the team kind of completing a mission, right? Working together and just showing how the team kind of, more than it's how it works well together, it's faults. How each individual kind of what they bring to the team, and how they also have a long way to go until they become this Ultimates team. So
yeah, so it's not all. It's starting off not all congenial between the characters, and just going after the villains right away. It's everything's kind of awkward.
Yeah, exactly. All right. You want to show some stuff off, or you want me to keep going?
No, you could keep going, dude.
All right.
Because you didn't even scratch the surface yet, right? I mean,
That's
what was that?
All right, so we have Amazing Spider-Man number 55, but this is the what if Donald and Daisy had mutant powers.
Yeah, you gotta love how they do this.
Yeah, so
I mean, that's kind of fun, actually. Since I'm an X-Men fan, that's
right.
That's pretty cool. But why not do that for an X-Men?
Exactly. They've been doing these exclusively on the Spider-Man titles as like a B cover.
Yeah, it's interesting, I guess.
Yeah. Cool art in this book. At least for me, there's a difference. Emilio Laiso, but I thought it was he does a dynamic Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They switched up the artist on this one, which is fine. I think he does a better job with, the superhero drawings and the real life stuff. Because the characters to me just seem to have like bags under their eyes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just layered.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just not it's more like I'm looking at a computer screen with a lot of these modern comics, and I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that, We're in front of screens enough. It's to me, it seems more like computer generated, but it's not necessarily. I'm not saying it is.
Right.
It's just something.
Yeah. No, here's like the Rhino, and I feel like now it's changed. Like you can read the superheroes better than you can just when Peter's a normal guy. Like the superheroes seem to have some dynamics to them. But it does look like this is a story with Peter and MJ just trying to have dinner.
Yeah, another one.
Exactly. And it looks like Rhino was causing some issues, and Peter was like, cut it out. So we don't even actually get a Spider-Man in here. And then there's a ad here in the back. You see this Darth Vader helmet.
Uh-oh, that means they're finally getting to it.
A new era of Star Wars comic book storytelling coming in October of 2024. I think this week was issue 49 of Darth Vader, and in 3 weeks or a month will be issue 50, and that will end the current Darth Vader run.
Wow, remember I've been complaining about this?
Yeah. And then they will move on to they will reboot
everything again. After Return of the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
Because they rushed it. I mean, they could have done it more. Like if the other volumes are only up to 25, I believe. And
a lot of the other ones. The only other series that is on issue 50 is actually Star Wars. So Star Wars and Darth Vader are both
okay. Melodope, what up, man? Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing
Mello
good.
in the house. What is up, Mello? I mean, All right, let's get to the next one. Let me just throw a little wave to my boy Mello. All right. Next up, we have a Venom War tie-in. I have not read Venom War yet, so I'm still I read a lot of the pre-Amble stuff getting into it. But here we go. This is Venom number 36. And what you have on the cover here is
an homage.
yes, the ASM 129. Looks like, I don't know, this must be Molten Man. That's what I'm
It
getting
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a Punisher homage.
Yeah, right. It's the first full appearance, I believe, of the Punisher was ASM 129.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you have here is in this book, Venom War, is you have Brock versus his son. So you have basically Venom versus Venom in this book. And you have the first, so Dylan versus Brock.
It's still Al Ewing.
Yes, still Al Ewing. Even though, Groenbeck did this one because Al Ewing is doing the Venom War proper book.
Okay.
So there's a Venom War book, and then Venom ties into Venom War. Though you could have just put Venom War in Venom.
So, Mel Dope saying it's old man Dylan Brock. Dylan Brock is the son. I remember that from I did read the Cates run. Nothing is getting the same type of stuff you got.
Yeah. So this is we got a lot of the same sheet. This is Dylan Brock. Yeah. So as Melody was saying, this is old man Dylan Brock. He's come from the future to kind of warn. If you open the page, you can't see it, but it says Dylan Brock right there. He's kind of very Cable-esque, if you ask me.
To first appearance as well, but it's like a Cable kind of thing. But hey, it's cool.
Right. He had a cameo, I believe, in the last issue of Venom or Venom War. I forget.
See, sometimes the visuals of this is cool,
Yeah.
How does it read?
Here he is blowing up some of those Matrixy like creatures from, I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, very much.
I do like the trippy sci-fi stuff.
So that Venom has definitely been very much on the sci-fi
out there, time traveling, multi-realities, right? That kind of stuff.
Right. Oh, so here you have this is Bailey Briggs. So that's Spider-Boy, and that looks like a grown-up Spider-Boy. So it looks like we're kind of in the future. Here it says Norman Harold Osborn. So maybe that is a grandchild.
Or great-grandchild.
Or Normie, that's Normie Osborn. He was the Red Goblin for a little bit. Probably still is.
Nothing's listing his stuff, that it's pretty much the same stuff as you, but or similar.
Venom, Ultimates, Transformers, American Psycho, Precious Metals, Kill Mortals.
I heard Precious Metals is pretty good.
Right?
Have you picked that up, Will?
I did not get Precious Metals.
Yeah, I'm hearing it's good.
Nothing. We didn't get all the same stuff.
That's right. You guys are different. Wow.
Cafu is the artist in here. So Cafu's been doing a lot of or was doing a lot of covers. So
what up, Legion of Comics? Thanks for being here.
What's up, Mark? Legion of Comics in the house.
And also Brent, Dragon's Lair.
What's up?
Howdy, Dragon's Lair, Brent.
All right, so looks like in the back of the book is where we finally get a Molten Man appearance. Molten. There it is.
What do you think? Did you like the issue before this, or did you read it? I know you've been busy. I keep asking, but
yeah,
you got behind on your reading.
I'm a few weeks behind on a lot of things, but Venom is interesting. I've almost dropped it a few times. It was very much, it took a long time to set up this whole Venom universe with all these different versions of Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
And this character Meritus, who is, trying to get Eddie to basically killed Dylan, and then we have an interlude with Carnage.
Right.
Carnage kills the Venomverse, this kind of
Yeah.
a thing, and then
Yeah.
Carnage comes in, and Carnage kind of kills Dylan Brock, and then we're like, what's happening here? But then we know Venom War.
Yo,
but
Trev.
then they were promoting Venom War, so you're like, all right, Dylan's obviously not dead. He's gonna come back.
Yeah.
What's up, Trev?
What up, Trev, the shipping guru, man? Appreciate you being here, man. I got to catch your show before this one. It's very, very cool, my friend. And Manny, we love our Manny.
He misses the stalking Venom.
Yeah, he likes his classic stuff, 90s, you know.
That was a good, yeah. I mean, yes, that's when Venom came out, but that was a good time to be a Venom fan. Was the 90s big hulking Venom?
Yeah.
Eddie Brock wasn't, you know, he was a guy, you know, but he was a guy who had issues.
Yeah.
Not to move on, but Transformers number 11. And this book should be the first full appearance. More than meets the. There should be the first full appearance of Ultra Magnus in this book, which, by the way, there was a secret variant that came out today that had Ultra Magnus on the cover.
Huh.
My comic shop was selling it for about $50. Yeah, here he is. There's Ultra Magnus for you Ultra Magnus fans.
There you go.
About halfway into the book, which was actually roughly half of what it was going for on eBay. That book, somehow the cover was selling for over $100. So
wow.
I was very tempted to purchase the book, if anything, just to flip it and bring it on today's show and be like,
heck yeah, dude.
Look what I bought.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I shouldn't complain about the state of modern comics. I should try to utilize it, capitalize on it.
Right. So, but being that I've been on vacation so much, and I've been tired. I missed the ship on the on reselling that. I just didn't want to put it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, you know.
And then I had just watched a video by Brian LCS. He got the Constructicons over here formed up as Devastator, where he basically lost $100 shipping stuff through the U.S. Postal Service because stuff got damaged and they had to refund everything. And they have a new policy where you have to show them the damaged item. So in order for you to get the damaged item, that requires you to get the person to mail it back to you, which means you got to pay for more shipping on top of the shipping you already paid. So
yeah,
it just seemed like a big hassle.
Shops take a risk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like one shop nearby that will remain unnamed. It's like all the back issues are kind of organized, but I got to dig through it. But then you get there and they look up the price, you know, and it just takes the fun out of it, man.
Yeah, that's
I understand doing that, you know.
Right, everybody's got to make a buck, but part of the allure of going bin diving is sometimes to just try to find a good price on a book, you know, find a book that, but, you know, be like, oh, this one, you know, kind of slipped through, or, you know, they haven't repriced their bins in a while, and I found an amazing price on this really cool book.
I like the shop owners that are just like, they're just flowing with it, and they're just allowing more. And sure, some speculators are you know, kicking butt on them when they take all the risk. I get that, you know what I mean? But in another way, you just gotta, I don't know, flow it, have a zen with it, you know, just be aware of stuff that's hot and what's not, you know.
Let's see. I like the whole no reveal as far as the recent Venom, said Melodope.
Yeah.
I mean, I really have to catch up on the Venom reading before. But it's cool that they are reincorporating Null, or at least aspects of Null, back into the Venom book.
Yeah, Donny Cates did a lot of cool stuff for Venom, man. That is for sure.
Yeah. And I'd like to see that return, because I, as much as I like the recent Venom stuff, I think it kind of pales in comparison. The only thing I will say about Donny Cates negatively is that sometimes the end, he doesn't hit the end all the time.
Yeah, yeah. He
Wrap
comes out jamming, and then it's like, oh, what am I going to do now?
right. Exactly. What have I done? I don't know how to finish this.
Yeah.
We got Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 23. We're coming out of, the Blood Hunt storyline. So this will, kind of, I guess, reset the story and we'll get back on track with Miles. Again, I haven't read this, but this is Birds of a Feather Part 1. And it says here, the introduction, the Eternal Night is over and the vampires have been defeated. Unfortunately for Miles Morales, that win didn't come with a cure for vampirism. So it looks like they left Miles as part vampire because he was, when we were reading Blood Hunt, Miles was bitten and became a vampire. So while Doctor Strange helped Miles prevent Miles from becoming a mindless monster, the vampiric bloodlust still bubbles just under the surface, threatening to take control. Now Spider-Man doesn't just have to save the city from supervillains, he also has to save the bad guys from himself.
Huh.
So apparently Miles is still part vampire going into Miles Morales Spider-Man.
It's like they don't know what to do with the Spider-Men.
Right?
Now, I mean, isn't Miles already interesting enough character? They don't need, they did this with Jubilee, right? With X-Men.
Right. Gave her some vampirism. So
we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. So
did you like Blood Hunt? You liked it.
I did. Unfortunately, again, that's one of the books that I have not finished.
Oh, okay.
So I still have to read book 5 and figure out what actually happened.
Right.
But yeah, Miles has been a fun read, and at one point, and maybe again, was the better of the Spider-Man books, a little better than ASM.
Yeah.
I know that Zeb Wells' run on Spider-Man is coming to an end. I think he might have like 4 more issues left, and then it'll be done.
I like Joe Kelly. I just don't like that new freaking costume, man. I'm not freaking going for it.
I hear you. It takes a lot to get used to when a character, ends up being I wouldn't say reinvented, but with a new look. Sometimes it takes a while. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't stick at all, and we just move on.
It's like they don't know what to do with Spidey. It sucks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And there was some cool covers. Let's see. Oh, I do have the Amazing Spider-Man 55. So we might as well stick there on that. Another JR cover. So even though he's been off the interiors for a little bit, he's still doing the covers.
Mm-hmm. Do you like his modern work?
His modern work is okay. Yeah. Here's the next cover, 56. But I think a lot of it has to do also with modern colorists.
Yes.
Who don't attack the work the same way the colorists of the 90s did.
Yeah.
So I think you lose some of the intentions of his work with modern colorists.
Right.
So, but cool stuff. Got a couple more books, just 3 more, but we got the Immortal Thor. This is issue 775. Al Ewing.
Legacy numbering. No,
it's number 14, but on the legacy numbering, it will say 775. Also, I think right here on the cover it says it's Thor the All-Father versus Zeus the Sky Father in this epic 775th issue. So I haven't read issue 13 yet, so I really don't know where we are in issue 14. But it does look like you do have you got Herc, Zeus, and Thor in this book. So it looks like they're about to throw down. For what reason? I am not sure. And we have some other person there. And don't worry, guys. Next week, I will have been caught up on most of my reading.
Yeah, sometimes you're on it, and even you read a couple before you come on to the show, man. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, today, honestly, I took a nap. I was
Good
a little
for
bit
you.
out when we first came. Steve Ditko, if you see here, Legends. So there's a Disney celebrating Steve Ditko. And on the other page, we have Thor getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
Thor's really been they've really been putting it to Thor recently with the Enchantress kind of setting him up, and then Gaia, the All Mother, kind of releasing a bunch of like super gods, and Thor's been getting it from all sides.
Yeah.
Can't go to Midgard, he can't go to Asgard. He's just
I don't know. So burnt out on, So nothing's like, J.R.J. needs to lick his daddy's boots for giving him a career. Now, he actually had a hard time in the beginning. They all gave him a really hard time for being a Ramita,
Right. Because he was John Ramita's son. It was harder for him to actually break into the business.
And I love his classic work, and I even like when he was changing things up in the 90s, but the modern stuff, no thanks.
Yeah, and I mean, he definitely stuck more to the Marvel art style.
Sometimes his modern stuff's okay. I can't say that. Like, I don't know. He's drawn so much Spidey. It's incredible, man.
So here's a pretty fun book to read. Mostly because it has cowboys and samurais, but it's called Falling in Love on the Path to Hell.
Yeah. It's a cool title. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but it's a cool title.
So both these so he's kind of a bounty hunter who got hired to chase down some baddies. She was a samurai who was defending her clan from the emperor, who was trying to kill all the samurais. They basically end up in purgatory, and then this guy down here, his name escapes me at the moment, starts to like save them from all these ghouls and ghosts in purgatory, and it's like, follow me.
Yeah.
They basically get back to a safe encampment where so it's behind a waterfall, and every day at a certain point the waterfall stops, and then these ghouls and goblins or whatever decide to that's right, cowboys and samurais sold.
Cowboy Bebop and all kinds of stuff. But this has been good so far.
It's been good. So the waterfall goes down, and this guy's like, hey guys, basically if you want to survive here, you have to join my encampment and fight the ghouls and goblins when they start attacking. And they're like, is this real? Is this a joke? Who's the good guy here? Who's the bad guy? So but here's some ghouls, and there's the cowboy just shooting them up.
See, the modern indies, I can't really give a hard. When it's good, it's really good. I think
Right. I'm gonna skip that page because I'm pretty sure I can see some penis in that one. But it was like ghoul penis. It wasn't human penis, but there's the samurai. she's I guess hunting in this picture. But I don't know where they're going with this book until I read it. So but I like the art, I like the writing. Jerry Dugan did this. He took over the X-Men title for a little bit.
Didn't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't like his X-Men.
Yeah, Jerry Dugan also did Deadpool for a little bit.
I thought that was
a lot of indie books, honestly, Jerry Dugan.
Nothing say show it, show the demon, beep.
I mean, it's not that good. It's not like the Bat.
It's done in taste, right?
Yeah. Yes. So it looks like a burial. It's a burial scene, and then it's by my pinky. You can see the curly hairs, and then the. I don't know how PG this show is supposed to be.
This is a family-friendly show.
Yeah, we're far enough into the show right now that the censors won't take us off.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is my last modern book for today.
Okay.
And honestly, like I went in, I picked up 3 extra books beside my pull, and I went and paid, and I got out, and I thought I did not have that many books. But going through this is a fair amount to add to the pile of books that I have not finished reading yet. So this is Superman Action Comics 1068. All right. This is Gail Simone in this.
Yeah, she's all right. I never really hated her writing that much. I know there was a lot of static about her, but I thought she was actually one of the good ones that you could read. You
Right.
know?
No, I think
she flew. You know, it flows when you read her stuff.
Right. I think she's a very good writer. I think sometimes people, and I have no issues with her, but I think she's very opinionated.
Yeah,
and I think sometimes
that's what we'll say.
Yeah, and I think sometimes people don't don't like opinions.
That's a cool page, man. That's
Yeah.
who does the art?
Eddie Barrows.
Oh yeah, I love Barrows, man. He always does some good stuff. Wow.
So this is when you get a book like this, sometimes you're like, all right, this is possibly why I read modern books.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I always like Eddie Barrows when I see his stuff. He's just really unique. I mean, just the cool perspectives and different panel layouts and stuff, you know, and the detail, you know.
Yeah, when the artwork, yeah, and like you said, the panels, definitely the panel work is different, right? So
yeah,
it's not
creative.
not so crazy. Yeah, it's not so crazy you can't follow it. You know, it flows, but it's different.
Yeah. When I see Barrows on a comic, especially the last few years, I'm like, you know, it was Detective Comics that when I was reading that, I was like, wow, this guy is really something.
Yeah, like you got some angry soups there.
Yeah, I love Angry Superman. The big blue just turning red. His face turned red.
Yeah. Here's like definitely some cool action, action panels.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to digging into this. Should be a really good read.
Cool.
And then they do have a Lois and Clark backup story by Rainbow Rowell with Simon.
Not interested.
So
that's
the
cool.
artwork is definitely different when you come into this one.
Each to their own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone comes into a shop and they really enjoyed something. Don't listen to me. You know?
If anything, pick this book up for the main story.
Yeah. I wish they would go back to $3.99 just one story though. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, they get you for $4.99 because they're like, we got a backup story in there.
Yeah.
You got extra pages.
They give you something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Could just be $4.99 and 22 pages or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my my new comic book day haul.
Well, thanks for sharing, dude. You know, I always look forward to what you picked up, man. Maybe what was that recommendation that went? I know that Precious Metals, dude. Maybe you should keep an eye on that, or maybe I should.
Precious Metals.
Yeah.
And I think American Psycho, I think it came to an end. I think this was the last issue this week. I think it was so I'm guessing in a couple of weeks the trade will come out for that one. I haven't heard anything bad about that.
Yeah.
There are only solid things about American Psycho. So,
but you guys, let us know what you're picking up on Wednesdays. You know, don't always listen to me, dude. I don't always know what I'm talking about. In fact, I'm all like stuck up sometimes. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just show some older comics, and how better it is, right? And like this. I just got this. I don't know anything about it, but it's 1983. It's the Marvel Fumetti book, and I guess Fumetti is the word for the word bubbles, right? An old school the bubbles when they're thinking, right? And you got all your guys. You got your Claremont and
I see a young Walt Simonson there.
Yeah, our guy Byrne, right? You love some Byrne. Jim Shooter. And I love Bill Mantlo, my friends. Yeah.
Wow, Al Milgrom. Look at
Milgram. Look at this stuff,
that.
right?
Cockrum.
Yeah, we got Cockrum, great legend. And Smith. Is that Barry Windsor? Is that,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and we got the man, Stan the man. And then they do something like this. That's all, folks, Like, I think a lot of the Marvel magic, is gone.
Yeah.
It's just not the same freaking thing. But I don't even know what this is about. I've never seen this before. It was $1 back in 1983. Maybe you guys know more about it. It seems like the paper got faded a little bit, but so I got this pile of comics. Oh yeah, I want to do this and that, but you know what? I don't want to be that stuck up about it,
Right.
And so what I'm gonna do? Hey, Daniel, what's up, man?
Chop and drop,
dude.
The house.
So I'll just show the newer stuff that I haven't even looked at it. I don't know what I ordered. This pile month to month is getting thinner and thinner, you guys. But I do mail order sometimes, so I'll go big for a little bit here.
There you go.
What you guys could tell me, since you might have already read this stuff. Black Suit and Blood. Have you guys read this one?
I have not read that yet, but that's pretty.
Go ahead.
New. Pretty new one. You got a pretty modern book.
Yeah, I got it for the DeMatteis.
There you go.
Don't like. Go ahead.
Michael Straczynski on there too.
Yeah, I don't like Straczynski. I don't like him for Sins Past.
That
was horrible. Never mind the other one. One More Day.
Still carrying the grudge.
Dude, I'm a Spidey fan. They destroyed Spidey already, but I still love J.M. DeMatteis. God bless him. He's still writing. He's still doing stuff. Okay, you guys, here's Absolute Power #2. I haven't even read the first one. So these are coming in, and I'm not even reading them because I'm reading the older stuff, but I'm hearing pretty good stuff. I love this team. Wade and Mora.
Mora, he's got to be one of the hardest working artists.
Dan Mora, yeah.
He does a gazillion covers, and a lot of guys just only do covers, and he does a lot of covers, and then he does interior.
Yeah.
Like, he finds time to do, do 2 or 3 books. Yeah.
That dude is really cool. And the latest thing they've been doing with Wade or Brave and the Bold, it was started off good, but then it seemed like that the stories were getting rushed and there was just no real investment emotionally in it. It was just, big concept after big concept, action scene after action scene. And Mark Wade's a pro, and I'm not putting him down. I'm just bored with it, I've read a lot of Mark Wade over the years. So here's a reprint, right? This is the true first appearance. Am I right, you guys?
According to the census.
Marvel screws it up with their freaking thing here, and they don't use the newsprint that I really enjoy. So this is stuff I got that came out last month, and I didn't even read the month before it. So he, Ultimate Spidey. I love Jonathan Hickman. I love most of this run. So I can't just say, "Oh my gosh, I hate it all," right?
We got a visitor. We got one of the Council of Comics in the chat.
Very nice. Greetings, Council of Comics. We appreciate you swinging by. We appreciate all our friends. Yeah, dude. I'm stream jumping. Well, we're going to get out of the way here. We got about 15 more minutes. I'd like to get out of the way for Micah and his 4-color fossils. Hey, what up, Alberto? Okay, issue 6. So I didn't spoil anything. I remember you saying something before. Don't spoil it, Here's J.M. DeMatteis. Oh, wow. So I got it for that.
That's a cool cover, yeah.
Yeah. I even stopped reading Moon Knight because I didn't get into the latest crossover.
Right.
But
And
go
the
ahead.
big thing with the Jed McKay books was they all crossed over into Blood Hunt. So if you weren't reading Blood Hunt, it kind of left you in the it either kind of sort of spoiled Blood Hunt without actually giving you the whole story, but it also disrupted the current stories that were happening in the book. So
yeah,
really didn't. If you weren't doing Blood Hunt, it really didn't make sense to get a lot of the tie-ins.
and let me ask you something. Why kill Mark Spencer? If you're going to bring him back 7 months later, it doesn't make any sense, dude.
Yeah.
Why did it peak sales? I don't think. Did it?
No, I mean, as far as I know, the Moon Knight book still did pretty well. So, but I think I don't know. Maybe it was all part of the plan to kind of reset.
I felt like I got disrupted here. You know what I mean? With my love of it. So I love Ram V's Detective Comics, but I stopped reading that because I want to read it all together.
Right.
And
It was,
you got Kelly Jones.
Dense. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Kelly Jones, right? Am I right? It looks like Kelly Jones.
Yeah, with the long ears.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So cardboard stock. I still fall for these Batmans.
Paying the extra $1 for the cardboard.
Yeah. But there's something about it. Like it truly is like a collector's thing, I bet. I don't know. This is the first this is what made Deadpool what it is now, right?
97. Nice.
Hit him with a jokey guy, I guess Liefeld didn't like how Deadpool turned out, but I bet he doesn't mind the money now.
Right.
So here we go. So this is a reprint, and I buy the reprint sometimes. Oh my god, why did I get this one for?
Nice action figure.
You want to know why, dude? Because I love Ahsoka in the Clone Wars. I even liked when she had that throwdown with Darth Maul. I thought it was gripping.
Right.
But I did not like the show. I thought it was anticlimactic, kind of boring, didn't make sense to me. I thought she had the look, or the actress had the look, but I didn't like the wise sage Ahsoka. There's got to be an edge to her, an emotional edge to her. She wouldn't be serene after all those years, especially after being stabbed in the back by the Jedi Council. She'd be freaking fiery. Are you kidding me? She would not be like, they got it right where she's not a Jedi anymore or whatever, but they got it wrong with her being like all sage-like and meaningful. Everything is like, stoic and detached emotionally.
She was very stoic. I think part of it may have been so like every character didn't have an edge. Because I feel like in the Ahsoka show, every character had a problem, right? So maybe she just decided to portray Ahsoka as somebody who has learned to deal with the grief of what
didn't like it, didn't fit.
I did like Skull. Bolin Skull, whatever.
Yeah.
What was that his name? Yeah. I did like that character. That was a really cool one.
Rising Rhino's here to say hi to everyone. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it.
Rhino in the house.
Yeah, dude. So I go on little tyrants. Like I got 2 of these, man. Why did I get 2 of these? Huh?
What are we specking on the reprints?
Why? Well, I think that
one foil and one not foil.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually bought a foil. Could you believe it? I sometimes get foils.
There you go. Oh, that's shiny. Shiny.
It's a waste of money, but is it a waste of money if you take care of it and it becomes like 40 years old?
Yeah, I got one of the original ones behind me.
Very nice, dude.
Yeah, I was trying.
Go ahead.
I was saying I had sent it in to get it autographed by George Perez. It's right there. Let me see if my camera can pick it up. But it's got the George Perez label, which they gave to people who mailed it in to get it autographed by George Perez.
Yeah.
Who, unfortunately, that was around the time he passed away.
Yeah.
So, they gave you the option of getting your books mailed back to you, or you can get it encapsulated with the George Perez label for free. So, I decided, to honor him by just getting it put in the capsule with his little picture.
Yeah.
Just a little
Well,
reminder of that. Because I had met George Perez before, and I didn't get him to sign my book that day because I think I was headed to like a panel or something. I didn't want to miss it. So I saw George Perez and I was like, hey, but I didn't wait on his line.
yeah.
Said hi to him though, and he actually said hi back. And then didn't get the autograph. And then, a year later or whatever, he passed away. And I was just like, you got to don't take things for granted. If you have an opportunity to meet,
granted, that's a sad story,
Yeah, if you have the opportunity to meet one of your heroes, do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm collecting that new Teen Titans. I want to read it all from the beginning, man. It's just freaking beautiful. Crisis on Infinite Earths. If you haven't read that, do yourself a favor. You don't even have to be a DC fan. Just get it and read it and just take your time. I'm going to reread it soon. It's so beautiful,
It
yes,
is a good
it's
one.
shiny. And Alberto said sell it to Swag. And I get it, dude. Yeah. I'm going to keep it, though. Swag probably wants it. And look what just happened right now, you guys. Check this out. The tape folded over.
Oh, no.
What? So I got that.
The resealable bags.
I got, see, the kind of the modern books I like,
Yeah.
So I did get Ultimates #2. Maybe I was a little too harsh on this, but I think I just read something like Doctor Strange, Volume 1 with the Brunner art, and then I was reading this and I'm like, oh, this is not at all interesting to look at. It's just there compared to older art, even though I want to read Kemp because I like him. I like this up and coming writer. I think he's great. So, and I got this reprint. I get the reprints sometimes, I think this shouldn't be a spec book, actually.
It's pretty classic.
It's a good cover, though.
Yeah.
I like the earlier Spidey. Once he got married, I could talk all day about that. So Detective, and this is it. This is the Rom V. So I went through the new stuff instead. Although I could, if I could just show some stuff that should I just like pull out some random Conan magazine?
Yeah. Interior. I mean, the art's usually pretty good in those.
Yeah, and you can find these Conan magazines for like $3, you guys, But here's something that came in the mail today. 1978. I never owned this before. It's in high grade too. I never read it, but it's Avengers 178. Pretty cool. And it came in a lot, and
that's cool.
It's a cool cover.
It is. Do you know who did the artwork on that one?
I know Steve Gerber wrote it, and Carmine Infantino does the does the art and site. Yeah. And you guys, I'm just gonna take a break from the modern stuff. Doesn't mean I'm a hater, okay?
Haterade.
Double A ain't no hater. He's just burnt out, and I want to go back to this stuff and just, especially if it's been in taken care of and in really good condition.
And it doesn't mean like just because you've taken a break. Everybody needs a break every once in a while, and I will definitely say that I didn't feel I needed a break from doing YouTube stuff, but when I went away for a week and I came back and I did that first video, it was like a breath of fresh air. It was like, it felt exciting again. I think you sometimes get into things just being routine, and it felt new and fresh and exciting, and the adrenaline was pumping, and it felt good to do it again. So sometimes you just need to take like a little momentary pause to let you realize how much you appreciate something before going back to it.
No, I agree with you absolutely. It's the thing to do, right? It's the thing to do. Take a break. Chill out, relax, go on vacation.
Right. Nothing wrong with a break.
So we got owners of one of the local shops were married by George Perez in the shop. Wow,
that's great.
That's awesome. A cool story. You like Ultimates? Yeah, just before we sign off here, I try to get out of the way for Micah's show there. 4-Color Fossils. You guys should totally check that out. Ultimates is decent. Yeah, I'm going to read it, but I'm taking a break, you guys. Maybe I should just buy the trades later or something. The Jackson Roy Kirk, you no longer capitalize the in your name. I don't know why, my friend, but it is what it is. I used to love shouting out your name, but it's just not the same. No, it's not chaotic covers yet, my friend. This is what I'm talking about. It's the Jackson Roy Kirk. I love that guy. So yeah, and your stuff too, and we like the same type of comics, and you've read more older stuff than me, But yeah, we've got 5 minutes. Let me just go over a couple more older stuff, I guess, that just came in. So this is 1986.
Did we say hi to Jacob? He's in there.
Jacob. Yo, Jacob, what up? Jacob's my boy too, man. Really appreciate you. You know that. Yeah, never deliberately overlook any of you guys. You know that. So 1986, we got Justice League 247. Who knows what evil lurks in the original headquarters of the Justice League? And it's a cool cover. That's what I mean with, and this is like nearing the end of this Justice League.
I like that it poses that question. You have that shot with like the tentacle monster, and then it says the vixen is about to find out.
Yeah. It makes me want to read it.
Yeah.
And I love the old school method. Like, I love that these guys were hunched over desks,
Right. For hours on end.
Yeah. I love when it's in high condition, but I love the reader beaters too. And I didn't read this volume of Justice League. There's a lot I haven't read, so that's why I'm taking a break from modern comics too. Like, whatever.
It's good to know the history behind the characters that you're reading, right? Give them some meat.
Yeah, if the creators still care about them, there's an argument that the editors aren't doing their job. It's okay if a writer is not familiar with a character, but you should study it, and then the editor guides you through it, right? Maybe I'll end on this one, maybe. Yeah, we got 3 minutes. This I remember as a kid. And this is 1983, and it's Power Man and Iron Fist, 97. No real consequence, no real big issue, you guys, other than, I remember Fura. I thought she was BA. I was interested in this. I loved this series when I was a kid. I thought it was, it happened organically, these two guys just worked.
Right.
The chemistry worked. One guy muscle guy and one guy karate guy. It's just with of course more stuff to it. And the art now that I look at it isn't all that, but it's still fun. When I was a kid, I loved it.
Sometimes that's what gets me with the older books is when the art isn't good, because that was kind of what was supposed to draw you in to those books back then was the art, because the writing sometimes is very basic, and sometimes they were very wordy.
Yeah,
but the art, dynamic.
When it was good, when it's good, it's good. The color of the choice of the inks and stuff. Okay, you guys, I think that's it. Crazy Hungarian, new friend of mine. Thank you so much. I enjoyed your video in the garage there. He has to go to the garage, you guys. I'd just look at my room. It's fair, you just work with what you got, you guys. Don't judge others unless you get judged, right?
Let me be judged.
Yeah, I always screw up these sayings, Anyway, is there anything you want to say, Will, before we sign off?
Thanks for being here, guys. It was it was a pleasure to do this again. I do like being able to share the modern comics and have a little discussion. We're not rushed, so we can talk a little bit about them. I look forward to actually getting to read those. Also, plug. I did drop a video today. I did a Ollie's mystery pack haul. So I opened one of these guys, and I got a very good book in one of them. So I got a $15 book. So for an Ollie's pack that costs $5.99, I more than tripled my
there you go.
value. So if you want to check out the video, it's up. It went up today about 3 hours ago.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Check out Will's video.
Oh, and tomorrow, if you were looking for chaotic comic covers, that is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is the big show. It's called Chaotic Comic Book Cover Displays and More with Friends. And we love doing that one. I like it. I like it a little more than the claims even. I love my claim sales show, but Thursdays, 4 p.m. Please check it out sometime. Pacific time, 4 Pacific.
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern, yeah. In case math is challenging to some, So, yeah, you guys, man, thank you so much. Love the chat. Chat blew up, really, really dig the friends, the YT friends is what I call them, And if you didn't hear the story, I crushed my fingertip the other day. But maybe I'll tell that story tomorrow if you guys want to hear about it. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. And we're out of here. Deuces.
Peace.
See you on the next one.
Do what you do.